Good morning, people. It's Friday, May 25th. It's payday. It's training pay, so, it's enough to try to pay the bills with. But, I got behind, but that's a whole nother story. I'm not worried about that. Sorry, I haven't been up all that long. My last couple days have been really, I don't know, crappy. I drove my ass off to get down to Florida, but because I was out of hours, he had to drive, and I didn't sleep very good. Then the next day, we were trying to get, because the check engine light had been on in the truck for a week? I don't know, something. I hope you guys can hear me. So anyways, he was trying to hurry up and get to, he thought that they were going to send us to the terminal in Jackson, which is where he lives. Well, they gave us a load that took us to Massachusetts from Florida. Actually, it was from Mobile, Alabama. Well, come to find out, they were like, well, that goes right through Loudon anyway, so just stop in Loudon. Well, so I knew they were going to look at the truck in Loudon, and I didn't know if it might be, might run into something that took a couple days to fix. So I busted my ass again, driving overnight. I drove 11 hours. I probably shouldn't say this on a public forum, but I drove more than 11 hours yesterday. I say yesterday, but my days are all mixed up now. Anyways, I started driving at like 5 o'clock at night. 5 o'clock in the evening, and we got to Loudon yesterday morning at 7:15. And I had driven the whole time. He was asleep in the back. So we get there, and I go to the bathroom, and he basically goes and puts the truck in the shop. Like, he has to tell them it needs to go in the shop. Well, I don't know. It's the first time ever. They run out there and get the truck, and all my stuff's still in the truck. And I need a shower, and I would like to have, I would like to sleep more than anything. And this is my bed. And they had my bed, and they had all my shower stuff. Now, they have free showers at the terminal, but guess what? Loudon Terminal didn't have any hot water. So after driving 11 hours overnight, I sat around the terminal yesterday waiting for them to fix the truck until, gosh, I don't know. It was afternoon. And then we drove to the Loves and took a shower. And I got me some food to go. And I drove. I didn't drive. I ate in the truck while he was driving. And then I tried to sleep. But it's hard. I don't think I can do team, because I don't think I can sleep in the truck while it's moving too much. Like, if it's just highway, but as soon as he slowed down, and there was construction or something that caused the truck to slow down, yeah, I woke up. The other day I was trying to sleep, and he did a drop and hook, and that's loud and noisy, and I was like, motherfucker. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Maddie. Y'all, if y'all watch this video, I want y'all to text me, Maddie is great, M-A-D-I, that's my granddaughter, Maddie, is super great, exclamation point, exclamation point. 2 exclamation points. That's the little dots with the line on top. And it better be a capital M for Maddie. Because Maddie, you're awesome. Oh yeah, your mom is kind of awesome too. But don't tell her I said that. Anyways, I do kind of want to talk about some of the negative things that I'm experiencing. Your days all run together. You don't know what day it is. That's why I had to look on my phone before I started this, because I didn't know. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Oh, I'll get paid today. It doesn't matter. Weekend doesn't matter. You're still driving. If you're on the truck, you're probably driving. So, and I've been on this truck. I just started my 3rd week. So everything runs together. All the truck stops start to look the same, partially because you're not awake and you have to walk in there at 2 in the morning to pee, and partially because they all look the same. They're all laid out the same. Like I can walk into a Love's or a Pilot blindfolded and find my way to the bathroom because they're all laid out the same. So you start to kind of lose track of what happened where and when. So it's good to like try to write it down or video it. I don't know. I get really grumpy when I haven't had sleep. You know, they preach sleeping and getting plenty of rest, but they sure will run you. And if you'll give up sleep, if you can function on 4 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep, they'll still run you. But not me. I need minimum 6 hours. I prefer 10, to be honest with you, because of the medicine I take for sleep. But I'll make do on 8. I'm leaning forward because if I lean back, then you can see my boobs. And I don't have a bra on. I've got this jimmy rigged in the handle where you pull up, because I'm in the truck, in case you didn't notice. Yeah. It's almost time for me to go get more coffee. Today we're at a Petro in Virginia. I don't know, but yesterday was kind of an epiphany for me. Like, I've kind of had this, like, he's the trainer, he's the authority kind of thing on there. And I just decided, look, this is going to be equal. It's not going to be where he makes the rules. Because, yeah, he's the trainer, but I'm the one doing the driving. I'm doing the bulk of the work. And I'm frustrated with a couple things. Number one, I'm starting my 3rd week, and I have no backing hours. I'm supposed to have 10 hours at the end of 4 weeks, and I have none. So he said this morning we're going to practice backing, and we're in a perfect parking lot for it. This Petro is so huge. When I woke up, that's what I wanted to tell you. This morning, at 2 in the morning, I woke up, and he'd been driving, you know, and all I knew is that the truck was stopped. And I had to pee. Well, of course I had to get out and find the bathroom. Well, I get out, and it's 2 in the morning, and all I see is a sea, S-E-A, of trucks. There are trucks behind us, there's trucks in front of us, there's trucks to the left of us, there's trucks to the right of us. I don't see a sign for a truck stop. I don't see anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I've got to go to the bathroom. And where are we? Turns out we're in this Petro. It's Petro. They're not as popular or as well known as the Loves and the Pilot, but there are some of them. We're in this Petro that has a huge parking lot. I kid you not. I timed it walking back from the bathroom this morning. Of course, keep in mind, I have short legs and I walk a little slow because in the morning I'm stiff and stuff. That sounded bad, but I'm stiff and my muscles ache and whatnot. So it took me 8 minutes to walk from Petro back to the truck. Well, since then he's moved the truck, but that was after I walked 1.5 times. So my step count should be up. I should check that here in a little bit. What am I running into? 10 minutes of time? Okay. I should probably get off here pretty soon, but you just kind of run into going back to the idea of your days run together. I have gotten used to sleeping to the sound of the motor because the only way to have the air conditioner on is for the motor to be running, so we idle the engine. And I've gotten used to that. Like, it's kind of comforting to have that sound. I don't know if I could go back to sleeping in a completely quiet room without some adjustment. Moving is a whole different issue. I haven't gotten used to it moving. So, it seems like there were some other things I was going to tell you, but I just haven't had. You have to pay for every coffee. I tell you what, I've got a list of stuff. When I get my truck, my Keurig's going to be in it. Probably going to have a crock pot in it, my microwave. And I'm definitely going to get all the stuff I need for emergency potty stuff here. And then I've got to get a stool for climbing into the back of the truck. Don't make fun. It's hard. It's hard to do when you're tall. He's tall. He's way tall, and he told me he struggles. He's like, I'm worried about you if you have to climb in the back of the truck, because we had one the other day where they were like, we showed up to pick up a load, and you have to, basically you drop your empty trailer there and then they can use it later. And he looked inside the trailer and he's like, you have to take these straps off the wall and get in there and clean up that piece of paper. There was some packing stuff on the floor. So I actually was going to do my best to get in there because I'm trying to do everything I need to do as if I were a solo driver and he's not here. Well, he got out of the truck and he climbed in there, and then he said to me, he's like, I don't know about you doing that part of it. And I said, I had already decided a long time ago I'm going to have a stool, because if I have to check the, like in the engine, if I have to check the, which you're supposed to in your pre-trip, is check the level of the coolant and the windshield wiper fluid. Those are like way at top of the engine. I've seen guys that'll climb up here on the steps on the side and then like shimmy their way over on the tires and do that, and it's like, my fat ass is probably not going to do that just for safety's sake, but we'll see. This guy that I saw doing it, he's a big dude. Yeah, like big dude, not big dude, Oh, here comes Steven back. I reckon I'm gonna go. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.